Hey everyone, and welcome back to Marketing Science Lab podcast. This is Alex.
And Sophie here, excited to translate the research into something we can use in our marketing strategies and maybe even our love lives, especially since Valentine's Day just passed.
We're on time, Sophie, because today we're diving into some fascinating research from the Journal of Marketing Research. Prepare yourselves, we're talking about couple finances.
Ooh, spicy. But seriously, finances are a huge part of any relationship and definitely impact consumer behavior. What's the scoop, Alex?
The paper is titled, We Succeeded Together, Now What? Relationship Power and Sequential Decisions in Couples' Joint Goal Pursuits. Long title, big insights. Basically, it's all about what happens after couples hit a financial goal together. And what's really robust about this study, Sophie, is that it's not just based on one type of data. They looked at real financial app data from couples, ran control lab experiments, and did online studies to really nail down these findings from different angles.
Financial goals? Like after you finally manage to max out that joint savings account for a down payment?
Exactly. Think of Tim and Stephanie in the study's example. They crushed their savings goal last month. Now, Stephanie's eyeing a ridiculously gorgeous and expensive pair of shoes, and Tim's dreaming of a ski trip with the guys that screams, break the bank.
Okay, relatable. Post-goal celebration mode, I get it. Treat yourself. But is that bad for the joint goal?
That's the core question the researchers Nikolova and Nenkov tackled. Common wisdom, even past research on individual goals might suggest that after a win, people feel liberated to indulge a bit. You know, the I deserve it mentality?
Totally. Like after finishing a marathon, you immediately crave all the pizza? Treat yourself is practically a mantra these days.
Precisely, but here's the twist. This study reveals that in couples, it's not that simple. Joint goal progress doesn't automatically translate to joint splurging or even equal splurging. It hinges on relationship power.
Relationship power? Are we talking who controls the Netflix remote? Or in this case, who controls the budget spreadsheet? And it's not about being a domineering partner, right? Relationship power here is more about the subtle influence, the unspoken tendencies in decision-making, like who's the default budget person in the relationship?
Yes, it's about decision-making dynamics. It's about who leans into that role more, even if you're both contributing and agreeing in the moment. Relationship power in this context is defined as one partner's ability to influence, control, or change the other and make most of the decisions. Think of it as the subtle or not so subtle power dynamics in play in any partnership.
Okay, so picture this. Power couple A, Alex and, let's say, Rihanna. Rihanna in this scenario is the undisputed financial boss. Maybe she's the higher earner, makes investment calls, you name it. Then there's couple B, maybe more traditionally balanced, like, some couple goals financial influencers we see all over Instagram documenting their debt payoff journey. You know the type.
Perfect examples, both ends of the spectrum. The research suggests that in couple A, after hitting that savings milestone, Rihanna, high-power partner, is way more likely to be like, Alex, honey, you keep the budget tight. I'm getting that limited edition NFT art piece everyone's talking about.
Okay, maybe a bit Gen Z, but I see your point. What about couple B, the financial influencers?
With maybe one partner being slightly more assertive with financial decisions, the research would predict that partner might be more inclined to treat themselves, maybe finally upgrading their video gear for their channel, while the other probably just continues to meticulously track their shared progress on their joint budget spreadsheet, ever the responsible one.
But it makes a weird kind of sense. The study says high-power partners feel a relational self-concept boost after joint success, right? Explain that.
Exactly. Basically, when couples achieve a shared goal, especially a big one like financial savings, the partner with more power often internally attributes that success more to themselves. It's not necessarily conscious ego tripping, but more of a subtle psychological effect. They feel like they've been a great partner in achieving this joint win.
So it's like a mental gold star for being an awesome relationship partner, which then unlocks the treat yourself cheat code?
Precisely. That boost in the relational self-concept gives them permission subconsciously to shift focus to personal desires. It's like their internal dialogue is saying, joint goal, nailed it. Now I deserve something just for me. Think of it like post-Valentine's romantic dinner budget success. Is the partner who planned and executed the date more likely to then buy themselves that pricey new tech gadget they've been wanting?
Wow, and the lower power partner, they're just left holding the fiscal bag, metaphorically speaking?
Not exactly. Interestingly, the lower partners didn't really change their behavior much based on goal progress. They were already pretty consistent in focusing on the joint goal regardless. The paper hints that maybe they're naturally more attuned to considering their partner anyway. But importantly, the research found that lower relationship power partners don't experience that same relational self-concept boost in the same way. They're less likely to attribute the joint success primarily to themselves, so they don't feel that same psychological liberation to veer off course. They tend to stay laser-focused on maintaining the joint goal progress.
So, in essence, joint success can widen the spending gap in couples where there's already a power imbalance? That's a bit depressing for Valentine's Day week. Okay, Alex, let's bust some myths. Is it always bad if one partner is more financially powerful? Does this research say we're doomed to spend unequally?
Well, it's realistic, Sophie. Absolutely not doomed. And relationship power itself isn't inherently negative, it's just a dynamic. But the spending disparity, that's where interventions can help. And the research isn't all doom and gloom. They also explored interventions, ways to nudge even high-power partners to stay on track.
Hit me with the good news, Alex. We need some actionable marketing insights and maybe even relationship advice here.
Okay, marketers targeting couples, listen up. This study showed that interventions highlighting partner contribution are effective. Basically, remind the high partner that, hey, this was a team effort, focus on the shared success and the joint journey. One really clever intervention they tested was partner attribution. They subtly reminded the high partner about all the other partner did to reach the goal. And guess what? It worked. It seemed to dial down that it's all because of me feeling, making them stick to the joint goal. The theory is reminding them of their partner's contributions counters that self-attribution bias and actually reduces that relational self-concept boost, making them less likely to disengage.
So instead of ads saying, celebrate your financial freedom, maybe rephrase to celebrate your shared financial victory together.
And visually maybe show couples working together, emphasizing partnership in marketing materials for joint financial products, retirement plans, savings accounts, especially when targeting demographics where power imbalances might be more pronounced. And the second intervention, focusing on relational concerns. By just framing the retirement brochure to emphasize you and your spouse, they tapped into that relational identity, making even the high-power partners think beyond just their individual wants. This shifts the focus from me to we, and reinforces that relational aspect of the goal even for those high-power partners.
Got it. Highlight the we, not just the me. What about couples themselves? Any takeaways for navigating this potential post-goal spending disparity in our own lives? Or even in teams at work? Because this isn't just about couples, right? Think about teams at work or even family businesses. These power dynamics probably play out whenever people are working towards a shared objective.
Absolutely applies to teams and beyond, Sophie. And for couples, awareness is the first step. Couples should be mindful of these dynamics, especially around big financial milestones. Open communication is crucial, actively acknowledging each other's contributions to the goal, maybe even preemptively plan a joint celebration rather than individual splurges that could derail future progress.
Joint celebration. I like it. Instead of Stephanie getting shoes and Tim a ski trip, maybe a romantic weekend getaway together? Valentine's Day round 2?
Exactly. It reinforces the we and keeps both partners aligned with their longer-term financial goals. And for financial advisors, this research is gold. Tailoring advice and communication based on observed couple dynamics could significantly improve client outcomes. Maybe brochures that subtly emphasize partner contributions or relational benefits like the study tested.
So, bottom line? Joint financial wins are awesome, but they can trigger unexpected spending behaviors influenced by power dynamics. Being aware of these dynamics and proactively focusing on partnership and shared success can keep couples and their finances on track. So, are you saying I'm the high-power partner in our podcast duo, Alex, always steering the ship?
Absolutely not, Sophie, though you do have strong opinions on some topics. But yes, in the bigger picture, it's a nuanced dance of me and we in couple finances, and this research gives us a much clearer step-by-step guide.
Fantastic stuff, Alex. Really insightful and super relevant, especially after Valentine's Day. For all our listeners out there thinking about joint goals and power dynamics in your marketing or your relationships, hopefully this episode sheds some light.
That's all for this week's Marketing Science Lab. You can find the link to the full research paper in our show notes.
And don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Let us know what you think about relationship power and spending habits.
Until next time, keep experimenting and remember to celebrate your wins together.